my wonderful subscribers. And we've just got to wait a little time for some of you to turn up. I've actually got on at the correct time today, which is a miracle. And I've got all my Christmas bits to do later. Who knew? We're getting very near the day and getting into last minute territory. I usually go out in the evenings. I can't abide all the crowds and all the panic whores going around everywhere, tripping over each other's feet. It is an absolute nightmare, but I suppose that's a typical bloke reaction, isn't it? I think. Try and keep away from the maddening people. I've had an interesting morning. Just spent it with my son, really, and he's making his own YouTube channel, of all things. He's calling it Jack Gaming, and I did him a little bit of channel art and put his profile picture up and organised all of his odds and ends for him. So I'm hoping that some people will find him now and subscribe to him. He'll be quite happy with that one. But I do wonder where everybody is. We're 1:20 in, and nobody's popping up on my chat screen yet, which is very unusual. You'll normally hear by now. Oh, we've got a couple popped up now. It's a little bit of a delay. I don't know whether that's signal or no notifications, which seems to be happening more and more lately. I got told by somebody the other day that the more videos that you put up, the less likely the thing is to notify you that there's a thing up there. Who we got here? LCG. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, LCG. I hope you're well and everything's going good in your part of the woods, wherever you happen to be. It's bloody cold down here today, I tell you. I'm sat in my bus and I'm freezing me whatsits off, and I've got 3 layers on. I might have to put my daft hat on. That was funny last night. I did a thing from a lay-by. Did a live stream from a lay-by, and the light was shining on my head, and it was quite distracting apparently, so I had to put my hat on. How are you today, Elsie? I hope you're okay. And those of you that are just sneaking into the chat now, we're a little bit earlier than usual. I got out here about 5:02 in the end, so I decided I'd start now. Now's as good a time as any, as they say. All's well in Suffolk. It's good, Elsie. Glad you're okay. And don't know how your Christmas preparations are going. I think ours are getting there. It always ends up a bit of a mad rush, really. I'm thinking about what to do for Christmas with the channel. And I've got a few ideas. I mean, I won't physically be on Christmas Day and possibly not Boxing Day as well. But I intend to pre-record some things for you. And I've got a couple of ideas which I'll bring your way when a few more people have joined the chat. So, welcome to Andy the Gabby Cabby's daily chat for a Monday. Hope everyone's doing all right. Try and do one of these every day so you can have a natter with each other and get at me as well. Hello, Factual Breakdown. You're here in the chat. Hope you're okay and everything's tickety-boo with you across the pond there in the US of A. Just been watching Alex. Love you both. Thanks, chaps. You're welcome, April L. Thank you for coming over, and appreciate your support. We just tell the truth, you know, tell it how it is. I've got a list of videos in the car today. I recorded one of them before I come live. That's the list, and I've just started yakking. I've done the first one already, and I've got to upload that when I come off the live stream. I've been doing 5 a day in a live stream, and I want to try and up the ante a bit, because particularly with what's going on in the world at the moment, I get the feeling that I'm going to have a bit of time on my hands. So I want to try and see if it's possible for me to sustain a higher number of videos over a longer period. I tend to try and occupy the end of the day from 6 o'clock onwards. That seems to be my thing at the moment. But we'll see what happens. I get some detailed, you know, statistics about when people are on here and what they're doing. Hello, Mick Cardstaff. Glad you got in here, and I hope you're all right. Julie Keys is here as well. Hi, Andy, she says. Hi to you, Julie. Hope you're okay. Andy, I just hope that Faux Joe doesn't put the boo into into my tickety tomorrow and screw up my Christmas plans with my daughter. Yeah, that's coming out tomorrow, isn't it? I brought you news of that the other day. I do wonder, Factual, is there any way you can get her out of there 24 hours earlier, maybe? I don't know. Try and beat the screw up, but that's down to you. I don't know what's going on over there. Michael May, hi Andy, hope you're well and good. I'm fine, Michael, thank you very much. A little bit tired, there's a lot going on at the moment, but I'm motoring along. I went to see my friend Dave last night, who's pops up on the chat, and had a few beers with him. And yes, I woke up feeling a bit worse for wear this morning, but it was much earned. Hi Steve T, hope you're well. Thank you for popping in and watching the chat. We're all good. Well, I am, apart from the wallet sting that is Christmas coming up very soon. Golden Groove Radio. Hi Andy from Lincolnshire. Hello Golden Grooves Radio from Lincolnshire. Hope you're well. And, thank you for joining the chat. We try and do one of these every day. Just a daily chat with Andy the Gabby Cabby. You know, gives you access to me. And, you know, you can have a little chat with each other as well. Hi Andy and everyone. Just came online to see if you were all here. Iceland delivered me some food this morning. Yay! That's from Runaway Train. I'll tell you, when I lived on my Jack Jones, before I got married and everything, I used to shop at Iceland quite a lot. And, you know, you can get some good bargains in there. Hi Andy, the demo in London looked very large. Good to see people getting off their sofas. Yeah, I saw a thing that was said 100,000. I don't know whether that's correct or not, but it's the way that the media's making it look is really disturbing me at the moment. They were bound to do something daft, and you know, yeah, the mind boggles. I mean, I've seen that Piers Morgan character go on and on and on and on about how imbecilic everybody is that doesn't get the old Punjab. You know, they're really in full pelt, and we've got to start seeing through this nonsense. We really have. I thought Iceland meant the country. Factual Breakdown says, I don't know if you got an Iceland in America. Factual Breakdown. It's literally just a store that does mainly frozen goods, you know, freezer type stuff. It's you know, very good value, and they do 3 for the price of 2 and all that sort of thing. Yeah, pretty good. I used to shop there a fair lot when I was on my own before I became married and kids and everything else. Right, now there's a few of you here. Christmas. I'm not going to be doing any recording of any kind on Christmas Day. Afternoon, Raymond. Hope you're all right. 21st is the shortest day. Yeah, I'm not going to be doing any recording on Christmas Day, and probably not Boxing Day. I want a couple of days off with the family. I just want to, you know, chill, relax, and all the rest of it. But what I'm going to do is pre-record some stuff over the next day or two that comes out at Christmas. A lot of you have got families. A lot of you probably on your own and rely on YouTube and that sort of thing. So I need to do something for you. I'm putting a video together probably tomorrow for one of our subscribers. I keep meaning to do something for her, and I thought what better day for that to come out than Christmas Day. But if you've got a relative, or if you know somebody in need, or if you know a charity or anybody that needs a shout out, or just a hello from me, hello, how you doing, then over the next couple of days, drop me an email, tell me who they are, what they do, what you'd like to say, and I will gladly give them a shout out, and I'll have all those out on Christmas Day. You know, it's important, particularly with what's coming up. We need to keep each other's spirits up, I think. And if I can put a smile on somebody's face, then I will do that. So you can either comment on this live stream when it's finished, or go contact@andygifford.online, and then I can, you know, do something for anybody. You know, I'll help everybody out. Daz Lloyd, hello Gabby, only recently found you. Keep up the Gabby chat. Thanks Daz, appreciate the support. I nearly called you Dazzy where you called me Gabby. And thank you for coming along and joining in. welcome to everybody that's just joined the chat as well. We try and we try and do one of these every day. It gives people somewhere to come and their views, and we can have a chat, get to know each other. Alan as well, hello to you. I just see you come in the chat. Hope your day's going all right. Over 50 people here so far. Don't forget, folks, to hit the like button if you haven't done so already. We usually end up with a race at the end to see if we can get to 100, and it just helps the YouTube algorithm find everything in the right places, which is quite important, really. Yeah, my little boy Jack, he's got a YouTube channel, and he's into his gaming, you know, Minecraft and all the rest of it. And I built him up his channel page and everything this morning, so hopefully he might get a little bit of fun out of that. And if education's interrupted, it will give him something to do around schoolwork. So it's all good. We've got to put the groundwork in and the foundations for everything to flow nicely. Jane Griffiths, hi Andy, caught you early. Excellent. Thank you, Jane. Thank you for coming along. I know we get problems with notifications sometimes, don't we? Hope your day's going all right as well. I'm reliably informed by the papers that about now there's an emergency cabinet meeting going on with Mr. Bojo of Johnson and his cabinet cronies, deciding which of 3 possible scenarios we're going to get lumbered with. Yes, I'm afraid it is Coke again, Steve Miles. At least it's not the white variety you shove up your nostrils. So that's something. Yeah, there's going to be a cabinet meeting. It's going on at the moment where they're going to decide one of 3 possible scenarios where they're going. Either a full one, a partial one, or fuck right off everybody, is basically what they're saying. Nothing would surprise me anymore, but I will bring you talk of that when I find out more. Curfew coming to shut bars and restaurants 9 PM, Larry Lockdown reckons. Yeah, I tell you what, they try any of that, it will kill those industries. It really will. Bob K, thank you for your concern. To be honest, I am knackered. I went out last night to see a friend of mine. I wanted to try and get in and have a few beers with him before Christmas, and I think I had just a few. So just to all of the people that are worried about me sitting in the driver's seat of a car, there are my keys and I'm not going anywhere. Cosmic War Toad, how late am I? We've been on about 12 minutes and 56 seconds, Cosmic, so don't you worry, you're here, you're fine. I love watching you walk to Dave's last night, since you were right by where I want to have a second home. I was literally just round the corner, literally just round the corner. But, Able A, love to all of us who are alone. Yeah, that's where these chats are, very powerful, aren't they? If you are on your own, you get on here and we try and back each other up. It's a very powerful thing, really. Where are we? Get the thumbs up to 50. How many have we got, Factual? Because I don't see that in the software I use, the old Streamlabs. I just see how long I've been chatting for, how many people are here, and when people do things. We've got other places you can find us now as well. We're on Patreon. We've just gone on there, so you can support us on there if you so wish. Also, we've got profiles on various social media outlets such as Ko-Fi, Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. I mean, I don't really use those, but they're really just for search engine optimization's sake, just to give the channel a bit of a boost up, really. Love Nature Evans family. Husband is ill and the hospital fobbed him off, so he has got to go back. What's the matter with him? Love Nature Evans family. I hope it's not too serious. It's a bit of a worry, isn't it, at this time of year? Cosmic War Toad. No, I missed it on Bellfield's live stream. Was it something like, will we comply, yes or no? It wouldn't surprise me at all. He did say something that he's a little bit worried that he might end up getting switched off, because the narrative that he's approaching is very, very anti what the establishment narrative is, and he's a bit worried that they might pull the plug on him sooner or later. But I hope not, because he's got a very large following there, and he's done well to build it up. Sage estimate your likes at 6 a day, doubling it. Oh yeah, sage. Now the best kind of sage I like is stuffing. I really like it with chicken or my Christmas turkey, you know what I mean? You get more sense out of the arse end of the chicken, I think, when you do them. Chris Ayres is saying hello to Factual Breakdown. That's nice. This is it. We're all making friends, making companions. Yeah, I'm not surprised, Cosmic. I had a conversation with a couple of customers yesterday on the way up, and they can actually see things now for what they are. And I basically said get knotted, but I said the ruder version of that. Fern Wright, I voted no. Helena Husky, yes you do. What's that to, Helena Husky? I must have missed the original thing. Parkinson's and his pacemaker went after electric shock and they won't sort. Oh God, I'm so sorry. And that can't be easy for the pair of you, that's awful. With his Parkinson's, has he got any treatment for that? I mean, I know somebody that had a couple of electrodes planted in his brain, and they turn it up, and it's basically, you know, where you get the old uncontrollable shakes and everything with Parkinson's. He had that treatment, and it seems to have sorted it out, and they have to tune him up every now and again to, you know, make sure it's all okay. But it's an awful, awful disease, and I really feel for you. I mean, if you want to email me at some point later, and we'll see if we can record a little shout out on Christmas Day and try and raise your spirits a little bit. If I can help in any way by doing that, please let me know. Cosmic Warthog, know what it's like to be fobbed off by the end. Yeah, I've got a friend of mine that's got an illness at the moment, and he's going through the initial stages of diagnosis and possible treatment regimes and all that, and it's very worrying with what's coming, that he'll get seen in the appropriate time, and I really hope he does. Yeah, 50 pills and brain. 50 pills, oh my God. Yeah, that brain implant, they have to tweak it, don't they, fairly regularly. It seems to be effective to a point in controlling things, I notice, but not an easy thing to deal with. My heart goes out to you, Love Nature Evans family, and all the best to you. Yes, come on folks, 80 people watching and only 33 likes. Come on guys, get that like button, give it a smack, and let's get up to that 100 mark that we like to get to every time. I'm really pleased though, we're not even 20 minutes and we got so many people watching, so it just shows that this does gain traction very quickly, and it's much needed by a lot of people. So welcome to you. If you have just joined the chat, Andy the Gabby Cabby daily chat. Try and do this every day with you know, with everybody. You can all have a chat with each other, and you get access to me as well, live and alive as it were. And you know, we get to know each other a bit better, and it's really powerful, because if you're living on your Todd or, you know, something like that, it's somewhere you can come every day and have a chat, and that's what it's all about. Yeah, as I said, I won't be around Christmas Day and I won't be around Boxing Day, but I intend to record some things over the next couple of days to go out on those 2 days. Hello Cornish Chippy, hope you're well, joining the chat there. If you've got anybody that's, you know, hard done by or needs a bit of a cheer up, or you know, anything I can do to put a smile on somebody's face, then give me a shout on email or underneath this, and tell me what you want me to say, what you want me to do, and if I can help somebody that way, I will. It's the season of giving, the season of goodwill, and I intend to shove some around if I can. I just seen your sub count these days. Good for you, Andy, mate. Thank you, No Mask. Appreciate it. It's really going up, and we're going from strength to strength every day. And I check the analytics, and it's really satisfying now. I mean, I was trying to explain this to my son earlier. I mean, he's only 8 years old, but the frustrating thing with YouTube at first, you have to keep plugging away at it, video after video after video, and you feel like you're talking to nobody at first, and then eventually you get a break and people start listening. They really do start listening. Yeah, Larry Lockdown, lend me a tenner. I'll tell you what somebody did to me the other day, and I didn't notice till the next day. Let me see if I can find it. Give me 2 minutes. Oh, there we go. That was easy. Look what I got. An old one. I didn't even know. I think you can still give them in at the banks. But that did piss me off slightly, to say the least, after a 2.5 hour drive home. That's probably his way of giving me a tip and an old dodgy tenner. But never mind. Massive hug to our mod factual. That's LBA. Bless you. Yeah, Larry Lockdown. I will still bank it, definitely. No mask, you're a grounded normal bloke, as us grounded normal types like that. Well, I try to be grounded. I don't suffer fools gladly. I don't put up with bullshit, and I like to tell you when I spot it. And try and give you my opinion of life and things. Not everybody agrees with me all the time, which is fine. Life would be pretty boring if we all agreed on everything all the time, wouldn't it? But I try and bring a bit of levity and a bit of sense to the conversation, and I hope you do too. Andy, I warned you yesterday about old paper notes not being valid anymore, but you must have missed my comment. Runaway Train says, yeah. Yes, I think I must have missed your comment, because it doesn't spring to mind. I checked, and I think I can still pay the old tenors into the bank. And I think the old 20s and the old 50s are going the same way. Stick them in the bank, and you're all right with them, but who knows. Parkinson's disease is an eye-opener. How wicked a disease is. One person I believe battling disease is Michael J. Fox of the Back to the Future movies. That's absolutely right, Air Zulu. Michael J. Fox, I mean, when he first got diagnosed with it, it actually started in his finger. He found his finger was doing that, and he got diagnosed. He is one amazing man. He is. He just will not give up, and he keeps going and going and going. That's what it's all about, really. And I think he's got a foundation, hasn't he, where he's raises a heck of a lot of money and tries to, tries to find a way of controlling it or cure it altogether. And I believe and hope one day somebody somewhere will. No mask, hasn't Billy Connolly got it too? Yeah, I think he has, actually. You're right there. And I think it's really taken its toll on him to the point I think he has to stop, really. It's not good. Anyway, to all of you that are here, that have just joined, welcome to the chat. Andy the Gabby Cabby daily chat in his cab. You can see it all behind me there, all 8 seats of it. You've got 2 beside me too. And try and do one of these every day. Bring a little bit of access to me, to you, and you can get to know each other at the same time, and it's really good. Andy, did you see about Carlos Marin of Il Divo dying yesterday, age 53? Yes, I did. Runaway train. Absolutely tragic. I couldn't believe it. Such a nice bunch of blokes, so talented. I saw Simon Cowell put something on Twitter earlier, and I don't think he could quite find the words to say like the rest of us. It's awful. And 53 is no age, is it? I mean, all I can say is condolences to his family, and yeah, awful news. I mean, they got such a powerful voice, haven't they, Il Divo as well? I suppose it's like having your soul cut out if you lose one of them. It's really not nice. And yeah, in my thoughts, as with everybody else that's been taken by this horrible thing. Sister has tickets to see them on Wednesday. Cancelled at the last minute, Runaway Train says. Awful. Yeah, Larry Lockdown, I didn't want to say it, but like Jeffro, another example where they have, and it makes you wonder what's the point. Anna Perkins, afternoon, all missed the early part of chat. Hope I didn't miss too much. 25 minutes we've been here, Anna, so you're all right. You've got on roughly halfway through, and hope your day's going all right, by the way, and everything's all right. We got content coming out tonight again from 6 o'clock. I'm going to try and get 8 videos out, but I can just about do 8. But, you know, I got 5 down to recording time, but pretty reasonable. I had a good system going, so I'll try and squeeze a few more in for you every day if I can. I've got to try and change the filming schedule a little bit. It won't affect when they come out to you. It will just affect the time of day I do them. It's bad, you know, it's that time of year where, you know, the kids are at home and I've got to rejig things, and maybe a little bit of nighttime filming will be in order. You're absolutely right, Anna Perkins. The wrong celebs have passed away. It's tragic. I mean, I saw the look on Jim Davison's face when he did a little tribute for Jeffro, and he looked absolutely distraught, bless him. I understand they were very good friends. There was a funny clip of the pair of them on the Generation game years ago where they were talking about this big old device called a Dyke dish, and they couldn't stop laughing, the pair of them. Larry Lockdown, once you get put on a ventilator, your odds are 50-50. Might as well flip a coin. Yeah, there's a friend of mine that got the old kung flu. He managed to get through it by just laying in his bed near a window and getting air, and the paramedics come to see him, and they said if he could manage like that, then carry on, because if he went to hospital, the chances are he might not come out again. And that's a scary realisation, really, isn't it, for anybody? Awful. Cornish Chippy, I've just been watching some Jeffro vids on YouTube. Well, wherever watch, yeah. Where, you know, when you go on YouTube and you get all your video suggestions. Well, I watched one Jeffro video the other day, and I get loads of them on my suggestions now. So I do have a good chuckle. My old man loved Jeffro. He's got all his DVDs. He's a very good storyteller, wasn't he? And a very good comic. I'm holding my breath, waiting for California to announce that kids won't be back to school in January. I honestly think that Newsom is waiting to blow Joe. Yeah, definitely. Well, let's hope that Shannon Lee gets to you and it doesn't get screwed. That'd be really bad. The only thing the government is succeeding is doing is causing mass insanity. Very sad. And very true. I'll bring you a video out in a little while about the gifts they keep on giving. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I see you quoting your usual refusal factual. I haven't been bugged too much. I've been offered the vaccine. I'm in my 40s, and you know, naturally I've been offered, and I've been left alone. But I just got a message off my doctor's surgery this morning informing me they're doing walk-in appointments. You just turn up and you get given what you're given, basically. Well, I'm having none of it. They can go forth and multiply for all I care at the moment. It's not very good. I saw Piers Morgan calling people anti-vaxxers and imbeciles and all the rest of it, and he put a thing about football players saying that if they don't take the jab, then they should be you know, they shouldn't be treated for injuries on the football pitch, because how can you trust the doctors treating your injuries if they don't trust you with the jab? I think that's a very, very thinly based argument, personally. It's not the people on the front line administering things. It's the apparent lack of research and preparation in the background, and also the lack of trust we have in our government. It's not good, is it? It's not good at all. That's where the breakdown exists, and where we have Boris and his cronies doing what they like, who are currently in the middle of a cabinet meeting. You have to wonder why they have the problems they have. They wanted to get a shot in everybody's arm by the end of the year, and yes, it's not going to happen. I think they've managed to hit 900,000 people so far, and with a population of over 60 million as we have here, they're a long way shy. So I think they will use that as one of the excuses to screw us all over, to be honest. Yeah, I'm going to ask a question now. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but I'm going to ask a question. Have you had it? Yes or no? Put a 1 for yes and a 2 for no. It'd be interesting to see. It's all planned. Government tells Sage what scary numbers to find. Yep. Shot in the arm is a shot in the dark. Who knows how it'll affect you? Just seeing all the numbers in. Yeah, there's an awful... the majority of you are 2s, really. 1, 2, 2, 2. Yeah, there's a big mix of you there. But, yeah, I'll be honest, I've had two jabs, and the reason I had 2 jabs is because I believed at the time that was the right thing to do. That's the way we were led to believe what we should do. So I've got 2 shots of the old AstraZeneca floating around my veins. But when it comes to the 3rd one, I'm what you would call rather hesitant because of the narrative. And you know, particularly when you see things about this poor chap from El Devo, and also you know, Jeffro and many others as well. You think to yourself, what's going on? I had a conversation with someone who worked in a school the other day, and I said, why are we talking about, yeah, you're right, Tanya, it won't stop after the 3rd, that much is obvious. Yeah, I said, why are we even considering doing this to healthy young kids? Because they got cast iron immune systems. I'm with you, Anna Perkins, pro-choice all day long. It's when they start forcing the issue, I start thinking something not right. But yeah, cast iron immune systems with the kids. And I said to her about it, and she said, well, not being rude, but you don't work in a school. You don't know what's going on, and it's rife. And I thought, I don't want to upset you because you're loyal to me and everything else. And I have to try and keep the 2 separate. But I thought, well, it doesn't stop you passing it around. So, you know, what are we doing? And somebody asked me, what convinced you to have it, Andy? D. Rempt asked. Very simple answer to that. The media. I believed them. And I trusted that they had our best interests at heart. I was naive, and I was frightened into the fact that I had to do it to protect myself and my family. I mean, if you recall, a couple of years ago when all this first started, they made it sound like the bubonic plague, and it put the fear of God up everybody. We were all stuck in our houses and everything else. I just believed it was the right thing to do. That's the most simplest answer I can give you. And now we roll forward all this time. It's not good. Yeah, you make a very valid point there, Anna. Some kids produced a faux positive result using Coke or juice. Yeah, I know somebody that's done exactly the same thing. Exactly the same thing. Yeah, Chris says, I know he has. I'm not ashamed of hiding it. I'm quite willing to admit it. And the reasons why, and knowing what I know now, it's a decision I deeply regret. But at the end of the day, I'm not anti. I'm pro for those that want to have it, but I don't believe it's a good idea in a lot of circumstances. Although I'm not medically qualified, so I have to be careful there. But I definitely think we're being, I suppose, worked from behind is the most obvious thing. Yeah, that's correct, Holly. It stops when we say no. I had a conversation with somebody else the other day, and they turned around and said that they will do whatever they have to do to get their life back the way it was. But the problem is with that, if you comply with all of these measures, they'll keep throwing more at you, and more and more and more and more, until they themselves run out of ideas. It's craziness, absolute craziness. And then once they run out of ideas, they'll come up with some more. The only way this stops is when we say it does, and unfortunately there's not enough around. And in certain circumstances, you get the media engine working full force as well, don't you? Trying to make all those that are standing up for our rights looking very bad. It's crazy. Just think what might happen if this is not approved in 2023 when it comes. It's only for emergency at the moment. Yeah, that could be interesting. I mean, you had that Dr. Doom Whitty on the other day saying, you know, there's going to be something else coming online in 2023. And I just keep thinking of, you know, a general election in 2024 and wonder if this is going to be strung out till then. To me, it's gone beyond what it was originally meant to be. It's taken on a mind of its own now. And I think there's more and more of us that are realising that. I mean, I spoke to an older person the other day, and I said, what you have to realise when you read the news or when you watch the telly, a lot of this particular generation, and I suppose some of you guys come into this age bracket, are institutionalised. And what I mean by institutionalised, you believe very much what the television says and what the news says, and you think, oh, I've got to do that because Boris says so. And then eventually, and piece by piece, and a lot of you have done this, you start to wake up. You think, hang on a minute, you start asking questions. Why are they saying this? This doesn't sound right. Why are they doing that? What will happen if I don't? You know, again and again and again. And more people are waking up. And I think the governments are going to have very big problems. What's shocking is that there are numerous other things for Alzheimer's and anti-aging vaccines all in the pipeline. How many do they want us to have? Yeah, they're probably looking for immortality, aren't they? Absolutely nuts. I'm concerned about what Biden is going to try to pull, since I have my little one coming in from San Francisco for Christmas. This is the geographical problem with America, isn't it? It is so wide. I think you said there's something like 3,000 miles between you and her, Factual, and you just can't. You can't get over there and get her just like that. Get her out of there early. I mean, is there any way she can get on an earlier flight, for example? Is there something you could do like that? I don't know what the answer is. I really don't. I gave up when I had to leave the army to look after my dying father because services did not or are not there. Yeah, this has made a bad situation worse, hasn't it? All of this, it's awful. I love it, Larry Lockdown. That's brilliant. I'm glad to see the sense of humour. That's great. Hey, I had a couple of things through, by the way. I'll show you. Straight from the United States of America, I had one of these police off the cuff mug, and you can see their logo on the back, dipped in butter, as Bill Cannon says. I mean, these are freaking huge. Look, you could fit like 3 cups of coffee in there all at once. They were awesome, and I shall show that when I'm on Police Off the Cuff on the 22nd of December, which is 2 days from now. I had an email off of Bill Cannon, and we've gone for an earlier time. We're going on at 5 o'clock Eastern Standard now, which is 10 o'clock Great British time. So there'll be a bit more of you that'll be able to come on, because before it worked out about midnight. So I said to Bill when he threw some extra times at me, that'd be a lot better, so you could all see. Where are we? Factual, I was basically forced to choose Christmas Eve, thinking that this is my best bet. The flight would not be cancelled. Right, gotcha. And that's my mug. Apparently one of these are in America as well. Bill put this on the camera when he did his live stream, and it's got the Toodaloo emblem on the back, which is what I say at the end, Toodaloo. And that's really good, you know. And Andy the Gabby Cabby, he's got his mug. I got one too, and so's Phil Grimaldi. It'll be really good. I've got a merch store underneath in the description. What's that, Steve T? The mug or the mug on a mug? That's the question to ask. But yeah, they've got mugs over there, and I shall display mine when I go on the show with Bill and Phil. and they can see I got one too. Yeah, 4 mugs in New York City now. I got a nice email from Joe Murray and Angela Ing the other day with a picture of their Andy the Gabby Cabby mugs that they received too. And that's all thanks to Factual Breakdown helping get them to where they need to go. So I've got an allegedly guilty mug, and I've got a police off the cuff mug now. So I really appreciate that, and the friendships that have been forged as well. You know, Factual Breakdown and the guys over there, it's brilliant. Christopher Walken gangster accent, laugh out loud. Chris Ayres says, I love it. Now I'm going for a walk in New York, see my friends, police off the cuff, and talk about people who have been a pain in the ass. That's the best I'm getting there. A little bit more practice. Speaking of pain in the ass, I wonder what Boris has done in his cabinet meeting he's having at the moment, and what option to screw us over he will choose, I wonder. Hands across the sea are nice friendships online. Absolutely, Anna. Couldn't agree with you more. And it's really wonderful how it all works out. That's the beauty with this as well. My son earlier, as I said, he's got his own little YouTube channel called Jack Gaming. And if you've got any kids, go and find him. And he said, why do people go on YouTube and don't have videos? And I was trying to explain to him that people go on YouTube to make friends and talk and everything as well, and it just so happens they have a channel name because that's how you have to sign up. And I think he got it. He's like, oh, okay, Daddy, kind of thing. But hopefully he'll get somewhere with it, and there'll be a little bit of fun for him. They're trying to oust Boris. Maybe by February he will be gone. Yeah. Do you see Nadine Dorries got booted out of the WhatsApp group that they have because she dared to stick up for Boris and say how wonderful he was? Nah, they were having none of that, were they? There's definitely plans afoot to shift him sooner rather than later, I think. Oh, that's good, Anna Perkins. Coincidence there. Jack's my son's name as well. I've got an older son as well. He's 18 in January. He's currently asleep because he's been out all night being a dirty stop out, and his name's Lewis. I love a wee whiskey, being half Scottish. Yeah, I'm quite partial to a bit of whiskey as well, and if it comes my way, it's very good. Yeah, hi Mike Alligators, I'm all good. Sitting in my car trying to catch up with the day's proceedings. I got a little bit of a late start, and yes, welcome to everybody that's just joined the chat. There's a nice number of you here. Andy the Gabby Cabby's daily chat in his car, and all here for you guys, so you can have a natter with me, a bit of access to me, and also each other, get to know each other a bit more. Will Baker, afternoon Andy from Tonbridge in Kent. Afternoon Will, I hope you're well. A little bit more local. Factual Breakdown, I'm a Jameson's girl, Andy. Shall I send you a bottle? If it got here, I do like Jameson's, I must admit. That's one of my favourites. I like bourbon a little more, but I do like a drop of Jameson's or any kind of single malt. It's really nice. Hi guys, got to go now. Something going off at Dover. See you all tomorrow. All right, Mick. See you later. Take care, and thank you for coming on. And hope it doesn't get too what's it at Dover. No notification again, so don't know how long you've been on, Andy. About 45 minutes actually. I think what I might start doing actually is a little video, you know, a little cue video, you know, 30 seconds before, just to say I'm going to be on in 10 minutes or something, and you know, see if more people get on here. Strictly Jameson's now. Shot in my coffee each night. Okay. But, TW News, YouTube. Okay. I'll stay safe. Pistol. I like it. But, yeah. Once again, folks, welcome everybody, and don't forget we're over at Patreon now. Thank you to Factual Breakdown and also Jason Drury for supporting us over there, and you can too, so go check that out. Appreciate it. We're going to try and build that up a bit. You can find me on social media as well. Got a merch store, and we're on Ko-Fi too, so all the links are in the description on all the videos and this live stream. We're coming up 45 minutes now, folks, and we've had a large number of people in today for a Monday. That's really good, probably because it's the holidays. But you know, we've got some more in, so I appreciate it. I'm going to call it a day now, only for the fact I've got to get some more content recorded and get it out to you, and ready for 6 o'clock. I've done one video before I came on live, and I've got to get another few out as well. So enjoy the rest of your days, folks, and don't do anything I wouldn't do. It doesn't leave a lot, actually. Hope your Christmas shopping and everything it goes all right, and I will see you with the content later. No, I will be on tomorrow, and till then I will bid you toodaloo.